Hello, we're here. We're doing the pre-show chat show. And we've got questions from Mike. We're catching up. We finally hit the new year with these questions. We're on January 3rd. An email from Mike.
Yo, can I ask, before we get to them, I do have one quick thing I want to talk about because I don't want to forget about it and I want to ask. So, Brian, did you hear about that whole Kingsman situation from like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I did.
So, you know what's crazy, bro? I'm going to keep it straight up with you. I don't know how you see that situation, but I feel like it's a really big topic about like gaming culture in general. Like that little situation explains a lot about gaming culture as a fucking whole at right now where we're at, you know, like in society.
Wait, what's happening?
And I don't know if you felt that way. That's how I felt. I'm going to break it down real quick. So there was a situation that happened in this Marvel Rivals tournament. Okay. Mind you, it was a streamer tournament. Okay. It was primarily meant for entertainment. Okay. This wasn't like a pro fucking circuit. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't like there was a money prize, but you know, really the main point of this was to build what do you call that? Like viewership and camaraderie like amongst the streamers and for every, you know, more people to get exposed because there were some really big streamers in the tournament. There was some, you know, smaller time streamers as well. So one of the issues that happened was that on one team in particular, so each streamer team had like a captain streamer and they did like a draft. You know what I'm saying? Like they would draft like another, you know, like after they had the captains, they had a pool of streamers and they all picked. So eventually this one girl, her name was not Zaza, the other one. I forgot homegirl's name. Whatever, I guess it's not that serious, but the captain picked this dude named Kingsman, and he's a really good player. I mean, you can ask Brian. That nigga's nice, all right?
I don't know much about players.
Oh.
But I've heard about the situation.
Yeah. So, I mean, Kingsman's a really good player, and he actually plays like a arguably difficult character. You know, I don't think it's as hard as people make it out to be, but, you know, Magic's pretty tough. You know, she's a melee character. Most of the melee characters are a little bit harder than like a poke player. Anyway, so they drafted this kid, and he off rip like from the beginning. Okay, like, and I want to be very clear about this. He was streaming. He had his own stream at the time, right? While, you know, like, because they're all streamers. And when he got picked, he was streaming and he was talking about the situation. He realized whose team he was on, realized who his teammates was, and then he realized there was someone named Zaza on his team. Okay. Now, this is before they even got together to start talking to each other, right? He's on his stream like, oh no, I'm going to get her to switch. There's no way. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing Black Widow. I'm going to tell her to switch. Mind you, now you see how you made that face. You don't even play the game, but you're like, nigga, who you talking? Like, you're like, damn, nigga, like, relax.
It's not that serious.
And it's like with that energy, okay, that's the energy he has. And Zaza, when he got picked, went to his stream just to go say what up to him, like, oh hey, like we're teammates, you know what I'm saying, like, or to tell him to pop over like to the captain stream or whatever, like so they could all talk, or like Discord or some shit. And like she sees him and everyone in his comment section going ham on Black Widow. Now I know I cracked a lot of jokes at Black Widow's expense, but honestly, in Marvel Rivals, she's not a great character. It's unfortunate. It's not her fault. It's the developer's fault. But it's just a reality that like she's an okay character, but there are other DPS. There are other characters in her role that are they're just better. They're just cleanly better. So that's the point of contention here, right? So he comes over. So she goes into the stream, hears him talking all that shit, and that's her like first impression of this nigga, right? So he pulls up to their Discord. They all start talking, and he starts the whole, all right, so listen, I'm gonna need you not to play like Widow. He was like, could you just play like Bucky or somebody else? And she's just like, at first, her and the captain. Oh, the captain's name was Cece. Cece was defending her. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, dude, like let's just try it out. Let's just see if we can make it work. Like with Black Widow, before you make a switch off her character, and he just was not having it.
Mm-hmm.
Now he wasn't being irate and rude. He wasn't like "fuck you, bitch," you better get off that character. He just was like not trying to hear them out at all, and he was just like, "No, I'm right," and that was the situation, right? They had one game, right? So they started doing scrimmages as a team.
Mm-hmm.
The first game in the so in one of the game modes when you play competitive or whatever in a tournament is that there's one of the modes is domination. So there's like it's a best 2 of 3. If you win 2, then you win it. You know what I'm saying? So it was they lost the first round, and it was just a round 1 of 2, not even through the whole game, right? And she went 0-5. That sucks. It means she had 0 kills and died 5 times.
Jeez.
Meaning she arguably added no value, right?
Yeah.
It happens, my nigga. Like, I just want to be clear. Even someone like Kingsman, who's really nice, will go fucking 0-5 in a round, depending on what the comp is like, who he's playing. You know what I'm saying? It can happen to anybody. That's the picture that went all around social media, by the way, of her going 0-5 as the justification and why Kingsman was right to tell her to switch, right? So they play the rest of the game. They win it. Obviously, she doesn't have 0 kills for the rest of the game. And then they get into 2. And then so on the third scrimmage they have, Zaza actually gets fucking MVP, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like he's like, oh, all right, good job. And both CC and Zaza, so the captain and the shorty is like, no, don't give me congrats. You was hating mad hard. Like they was going like that, and that nigga got tight. It was just like, all right, I'm gonna go just practice on my own. Send me a message when you guys are ready to when the tournament starts. Like he didn't want to like play with them no more because he got tight. Now they was being assholes. I'm not gonna lie, but he decided to say, oh, I'm not playing with you guys anymore, and then left. So then what CC did was go to like the tournament organizer and was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, this dude's being toxic. I don't want him on the team anymore. And they clipped him. Yeah. So
oh my God.
I said the whole situation, and I'm not afraid to say I mean I'm biased, not because I'm inherently biased, but because clearly there's one side of a situation I empathize more with. And it's not even really about these two people. It's really about a larger conversation about the gaming community, right? So, look, just to be, I hope I made it clear that this nigga was being rude. And you can be rude without cursing at somebody and calling them names, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, if you're dismissive to somebody and you're not and you don't care what they say, And again, if this was a pro level tournament, right? You know what I'm saying? Where everybody who's going into this tournament is they're applying and saying, yes, I want to join because they want to try the hardest they fucking can and have the best possible chance of winning. These are the guys that are going to be min-maxing and playing the most optimal. All right. So if you want that, this nigga expected that out of another streamer. And just to be clear, most streamers are known because they play a certain character, bro. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't say this, but I'm just saying as far as how it makes sense to me. In my opinion, I feel like there was 2 reasons she didn't want to get off the character. Number one, it was that maybe, and again, I'm guessing that she's known for playing Black Widow, and that the people who watch her stream and the other people who watch the other streamers who may run into Zaza might be like, oh shit, she's a dope player with Black Widow, whether they won the tournament or not. I like that. Let's see what she's about. Let's check that out. So maybe that was her mindset. Look, regardless of the results, I'm gonna play my character and be me and do my thing because I want to put my brand out there.
Yeah, it's my brand.
To me, you know what I'm saying?
I play Black Widow. Right. I'm the Black Widow guy.
So, but everybody made it about all right, this is one thing I'm going to say before I talk about the rest of the community. I will absolutely admit, and I hate saying, I don't want to know why I'm saying admit, but they were being petty too. All right. I want to say I don't think they was being disrespectful. I think they was returning the energy, and that is a petty thing to do. That's petty. You know what I'm saying? My thing is like, if you ready to, he came in with a certain level of energy and then acted as if he did absolutely nothing wrong. And that's what almost everybody supporting him in the community, and in gaming in general, is making the whole thing about. Oh, it was a 40K tournament, and this guy is a poor fucking college kid. He really needed that money. And here came this girl saying, oh, fuck it, I just want to play for the vibes. That is such an inherently sexist and ignorant way to fucking view the situation, in my opinion. And I'm willing to argue anybody down about that, for real. I think it was ignorant. It wasn't as simple as like, oh, you had an ego and didn't want to swap off your character. Nigga, it was not that type of fucking tournament. And you had even if she swapped to Bucky, which you don't know she could fucking play well or not, mind you, right? And he's such a dickhead. He was like, it doesn't matter. Even if you don't know how to play Bucky, you still gain infinitely more value. And that's not true. And Brian may not know who the fuck Kingsman is, but I think he could agree with me in that situation. Would you rather someone play an ass character that they absolutely know their role, or would you rather them play a meta pick that they have no fucking idea what they're doing?
Just play what you're comfortable on.
Exactly. And Brian tried to be as much of a devil's advocate. I know he fought the urge to play devil's advocate, but he couldn't, because he knows in his heart as a gamer, you much rather
fighting the urge.
All right. Sorry for projecting that on you, but you never know these days. I'm glad, because it's the way you said I was a little nervous, like, oh, Brian, don't be unbiased here. Get real. So yeah, it's like nigga was it's like he wasn't going crazy, but everyone else is wild and acting like he did nothing wrong. And I think that's the problem, is that so many people have such a low fucking self-esteem for themselves that they're willing to, like, if they think that there's someone that's like above them of a higher echelon and something they respect, they feel like it's okay to be talked down to because that's popular. You better listen. I don't like that fucking. I don't like that blind appeal to fucking authority. You know what I'm saying? That shit is corny as hell to me. And the political implications of that should be really fucking obvious too. You know?
Yeah.
Like it was just nasty to me, and it almost made me really shy away from watching any fucking like content about Rivals, because almost everybody has something to say about the situation, and none of them I felt like had the nuance that I did. Really fucking annoying, yo.
Yeah, no, that's frustrating. I mean, I don't know anything about it. I've never even played Marvel Rivals, but it sounds like a fucking annoying situation.
They didn't have to get him. My thing, if I feel like there's really someone at fault here, it's the tournament organizer, not CC and Zaza, because they should have just made a trade. You know, the tournament organizer should have heard him being like, he should have been like, all right, he's being toxic. Listen, let me just trade. Let's make a trade. Send him to another team, and if they, there's more complaints about him being toxic on that team too, then all right, he's definitely got to get clipped.
Yeah,
but. So it's like I think the tournament organizer handled it like that, like they didn't handle it well, and it made the situation seem a lot worse on the girls than what it really was. But that nigga was being rude, yo. He's being a fucking prick, and I hate that. What? Because he's a good player, he's allowed to say whatever the fuck he wants? I don't know. It's a video game, my nigga. What are you talking about? People was like, he's a poor college student, and that 40K would really help. Nigga, you had no guarantee he was gonna
it's not
win
like he was
shit.
gonna. They didn't take 40K from him,
and that 40K is gonna get split up 6 ways.
That's besides the point. You're right. That's facts. That's complete. I'm not even going to like. I didn't even want to address that because like that's just a whole nother level of look how fucking stupid they sound, right? But I'm willing to look past that and just assume that they're just talking about it like overall. But like. Bro, you can't put guarantees on prize money. That's silly as hell.
Yeah,
it's not. I'm not respecting that.
It's just assuming he's gonna win.
Yeah, and he's a good player, but he ain't the fucking best, my nigga. He was not even the best in the tournament, in my opinion. He was a really good player, but he should. I ain't gonna lie. When the girls started going crazy on him, he should have laughed it off and be like, all right. Look, maybe we can do it. He should have just laughed it off, but he got so salty and butthurt, and I know why. And you know why? And you know why he didn't react like just laughing it off and be like, all right, whatever. Because he knows he lost in that scenario. He was proven wrong by a fucking girl, and that oh no, you can't have that. You can't have that. That's a level of embarrassment you cannot return from.
Yeah, especially in like a gaming community, I imagine.
Gamer. Yeah, you know. All right, I guess it wasn't short. I thought it was going to be a much quicker 1-2 because I thought, you know, Brian was going to be like, yeah, you know, I thought it was just going to be like us two kind of talking about it, but it ended up just being a rant from me. Do you have any thoughts at all, Brian? And I promise I won't argue with you, at least not today.
I'll be honest, I didn't look into the situation at all. I only heard like the basic part of it where it was just like, this sad gamer really wanted to try hard, but team did not.
Yo, that's how they're all framing it.
And people, this is how crazy it was. People were asking me about it at work. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I had a coworker come over and be like, hey, Brian, you heard about the Kingsman situation? And I'm like, what is going on? Why is this such a big deal? I never
if you're a sexist or not. Literally, it's literally what it is.
But
you don't have to take the girl's side to. All right. Anyway, sorry.
If I do recall, I did see a clip once where the girl was telling Kingsman to kill himself, though. So
holy shit,
that was also pretty bad.
Yeah. All right. You know what? All right. To be fair, and I left this part out because like this was after they wasn't on stream with. She said this on her own stream after the tournament and all of that. This was like aside from the issue. This was her responding to the backlash from that situation. And listen, I think CC and Zaza are very immature people, immature, petty people. I am not championing them as individuals. I don't fucking know them. I ain't gonna cape for them, nothing like that. So fair enough. I think they. I mean, shit. I think CC as a captain didn't handle it great either. But I also don't think she did the bad thing by defending one of her teammates and saying, "No, you're not gonna force her to fucking switch off her character. Let's figure it out." But they were going in on Kingsman like after, but I mean, I would have been frying him too. The fuck, like after that situation.
Yeah.
Like he's got his army of fucking of gay lovers caping for this nigga in the comment section. You know what I mean? And I'm saying that because all the males for another. That's fine. Not, you know, not in a derogatory sense. We love the gays at New Jump City.
We do.
Yeah, cool. It wasn't derogatory.
We do, man.
No, but you're right, Brian. She I don't think Cece's a great person. She's definitely very pretty. I'll tell you that. But I don't think she's like a great person.
Yeah, I think literally almost everybody in that situation's an asshole. That's my takeaway from it.
What's your takeaway? All right. We can leave it at that.
What's my takeaway from what?
I guess I was going to say, like, how do you feel about the community's reaction? But I mean, I think
community reaction is always going to take whoever chimp clips the most, you know, like whoever paints the picture, like in a negative light, the fastest wins essentially. And
that was definitely the Kingsman spokesman.
Yeah.
Yo, they made so many did you see all the memes that they got Luffy from before the time skip where he's like, I still have my friends, and they have him as like with Black Widow's hair, and it's like, I still have my vibes. There's another one I'd be seeing when there's like it was like Chihiro where he's like charging forward with his sword. It was from Kagurabachi actually. And it was like, have you ever put your vibes on the line fought with your vibe. Like it's like also the meme is vibes because the girls like at one point was like dude, like we're just here for the vibes. Like oh, you're going crazy. Right
Yeah.
now. It's true. Yeah, I don't know. If I want to have a takeaway from my whole spiel, it's that guys being better than another person in a video game or really anything in life for the most part does not give you moral license to talk to people however the fuck you please.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And you can be rude and disrespectful without being loud and cursing.
That's the truth.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
I guess we can get into the question.
yeah.
Now.
I wish I knew more about this stuff now. I might do a deep dig, even though I haven't even really seen footage of Marvel Rivals ever. It's just,
I actually would really love if you did, because the only videos you're gonna see are gonna be taking Kingsman's side anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd be able to get the full biased version of from their side.
Yeah.
You know, from that side.
okay.
And then mesh that together with my
Yeah.
perspective.
If you
I'm
have
literally
if you have any resources, you could send it to me.
I could
I don't
I
know.
don't want to send you like a 3-hour long video.
I'll do that, dude. I do that. I do 3-hour videos. I'm
All right,
cool
I'll
with
send
that.
you. Flats made one. He was talking about the situation, and I could send you the actual stream that Kingsman put up, thinking that this was like evidence for him not being like a jerk, and it was like, nigga, yes, you was.
Yeah.
So, all right. He literally. It's funny because he uploaded
Bless you,
the
bro.
version I watched. Bless you. Was
Thank
what
you.
he uploaded, and I went into it thinking like, oh shit, I'm probably about to see some people fucking like act real crazy with this nigga because he wants to win.
Mhm.
And it just wasn't like that. You know,
Mhm.
it was like, look, all I'm trying to say is he was being a dick to it. And people are making it seem like, oh, he's mean for being stern and telling someone that what the right thing is. And it's like, yeah, nigga, because the fucking video. All right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a video game.
Right. And I care a lot about video games, but I'm going to talk. All right.
All right. I suppose we should get into questions from Mike. This is from January 3rd. He has a little bit of a preamble before we get into the questions. He says, hope you're all doing well and have had a great holiday season. Happy New Year. This time has been nice and chill for me so far. I hope it's the same for you. Update on fantasy football. This is, again, January. I took second place because my team played like fucking bums the 1 week I needed them most. Yeah, I mean, like half your team.
God.
I feel like half your team was out by the time January rolled around.
Yeah, definitely Daniel Jones. I remember that.
Like Danny Dimes was out. I don't remember exactly who was on your team, but I feel like a lot of people were out by then. Yeah, it's crazy the team you got though.
CD was hurt a couple games. Yeah, CD Lamb, right?
Yeah. The second
out
place
for,
is
like-
pretty damn good, honestly. I don't know. I think you mentioned this is your first time. Pretty damn good for a first time. So, you know.
I mean, Daniel Jones was definitely a mean pick. Like, you know,
Yeah, this was
everybody
like-
in that room with him.
I don't know if you
was
had
like-
the insight.
You know, they was all snickering.
Yeah, and then they
fucking-
watched him ball out
fucking
for like 9 weeks, and we're like, oh my god, Daniel Dimes.
I couldn't believe it either.
No, who could?
Danny Dimes.
I didn't want to believe it.
He may
It's
not
bad
be on
enough
the.
that this guy, Sam Darnold, started wilding out. when he
Right.
left the Jets. And I mean it. I did not wish for success for this nigga at all.
MetLife is cursed,
Hate
bro.
it.
Everybody who leaves there.
Well, for the Jets anyway. Listen, at least the Giants. Listen, man, them 2 Super Bowls, 2007, 2011. Them shits mattered, my nigga.
Yes.
This shits mattered.
No, those
a
were
lot,
big
yo.
Super Bowls. Those were big deal, big boy Super Bowls. The first one was against the undefeated Patriots team.
And the second time against the Patriots again.
Yeah. Top of the GOAT twice. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Side note, in the 85th episode pre-show, the 85th pre-show episode, Josh mentioned that he maybe shouldn't be such a hater. I say, keep hating. Personally, I stay hating on the Carolina Panthers because back in the day, my then girlfriend cheated on me with someone who was a Panthers fan. So fuck them, by extension in particular.
Yo, yeah, fuck them. Dead ass. I'm
Yeah,
with
I
you
have
on that,
no
Mike.
affiliations with the Carolina Panthers. Fuck them.
I got no dogs in that race. Cam Newton ain't even there no more. That's it.
Yeah.
Fuck them niggas, man.
Funny thing was, my dad knew someone on the Panthers staff, and I managed to get on the field for training camp. Got a fitted signed by Cam Newton, Steve Smith, and others from that training camp.
Nice.
So yeah,
That's
sometimes.
don't get rid of that.
No,
I
that's
mean, I'm sure I don't
awesome.
have to do that.
I'm honestly
Nah,
jealous.
that's sick. I would have flexed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would have found a way to make sure that nigga seen those pictures.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have.
You would
But it'd be
never,
nice.
you'll never meet
would
them. I met them.
Say, yo, dog, I met your heroes. And you know what I told them? I told them niggas that you was lame.
I told them you were a bum.
Yeah. I told them you was a bum ass nigga. You love eating off other niggas' plates. Tisk tisk.
So first question, Christian has mentioned that sometimes the way I word things is crazy. Have I? Other people have pointed this out too. This makes me think that I need to be clearer with my thoughts. Maybe it's an ADD thing, who knows? So my question is, what is something that has been pointed out to you which makes you think there's room for self-improvement there?
What is our so you know how I do an alternate title? I'm gonna rephrase his question. What is your source of anxiety and low self-esteem?
That someone pointed out to you. Man. I'm sure I can think of something.
I've been told that I'm way too cool and nice. And
Oh yeah, I'm
awesome.
Yeah, I've heard I'm
Oh.
too handsome.
Yeah,
And then I
way
got,
too
Specifically by
handsome.
girls, right?
yeah.
Yeah, by all the ladies
Yeah.
actually. So I need to get uglier.
I was there for that. I was there for that when a gaggle of ladies told Brian that he was just too cool.
That's rough. I was there too. I seen it. And Brian helped me out when I was struggling too. You know?
Yeah, I think my biggest
Great
flaw is
guy.
that I rely on my cool younger brother Brian too much because he's so cool and handsome.
Okay, we're taking this too far.
I'll say something. I've been told I get really loud when I'm excited. Like loud. I think part of it is a result of my ears being fried from constantly using in-ear headphones. But
Yeah, deafness is coming for all of us. I think all of our generation.
yeah, I'm starting to slowly accept that that's going to be reality. But yeah, I don't know if that counts, Mike. But I hate it. Whenever I realize I'm being loud, I feel like, oh God, I'm such a fucking.
I don't think I wouldn't classify you as loud. I've been told I'm loud when I get excited. I think that's just being excited as a human being. You know?
I've also been told I get loud when I'm excited.
Yeah, I think that's just like being.
Loud guy.
I don't know. I feel like that's just a human thing. You know, people do be shutting that down, and I'm like, you know what? Let me be loud. All right, life's too short. I'm gonna be quiet, excited. What does that even look like?
Yeah, be loud, excited all you want, Josh.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I'm thinking too. I know. You know, man, I do be getting feedback about myself, and I'm trying to think of something that's not like ultimately too personal, but
I got something personal my dad told me. It's not that bad.
that's a good way to go. It's a good way to start.
Yeah. Nah, but I think a lot of people can relate though. He tells me I think too much about shit, but not in like I think too much. Not like in that sense, but he said like I think too much as far as when it comes to getting shit things that need to get done. Like he's told me this since I was a kid, and it's not really just me. It's something I feel like he says this to like people in general, but because he knows me so long, I'm his son. You know, he's like Josh, like you allow your thoughts to get in the way of literally of just acting, of just doing. You know, it's like just do move,
Mm-hmm.
get shit done.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to keep that on my mind. I try.
Yeah.
The irony of that does not escape me.
Mm.
I'm keeping it on my mind. But you know, I take his advice to heart. I don't take it like, you know, I know what he means.
Yeah,
I know he doesn't think
for sure.
I don't do shit. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure. I get that though. I've been told I can overcomplicate things in a way. Not like in a detrimental way, really. Like it's like kind of tasks things. I guess it's also a form of overthinking where I like can foolproof situations too much, I guess.
when it probably didn't need as much mental labor.
Yeah.
On, yeah.
I get very
Sure.
anxious about things. I like try to like cobble together, things.
You know what? I agree a little bit in a constructive way.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
In ways, and I mean that in a way like, you definitely could be like less hard on yourself on certain situations. Let me give you an example, right?
Oh yeah.
When we see,
forgot
this is why
about
you
that.
gotta listen to the pre-show. Niggas reads. Just put it out there. I remember we did a live show at Brian's house. And this is a lot of the times where we've done live stuff. And like if the equipment isn't like working out or like programs is kind of fucked up, it's like you really it's not your fault. You know what I'm saying? You know that.
Yeah.
We know that. You know what I'm saying? So I just like,
no,
yeah,
I'm pretty brutal on myself. I will say that. So that's one thing. I've been told I'm very extremely hard on myself and not the healthiest of ways sometimes. So there's that. Brian, do you have anything?
I guess I do get in my head sometimes, and then sometimes I kind of, I don't know, be silent, or I have like a resting bitch face, and people will be like, "Are you okay?" Huh? Yeah, people. Like people will be like, "Are you okay?" I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm just thinking." Like usually when I'm thinking, people will think that I'm angry, but I'm not angry. I'm just thinking.
Yeah. So I'm just, I'm just a trap pinch out in this world. For those that can't see, that's Brian's profile picture. So I'm just a ground type dreaming on flying. So
yeah, Trapinch becomes a Flygon, right?
Eventually, yeah. Do you know what its middle evolution is, Brian?
Yanmega.
You're close. That's a completely different Pokemon, but like you're not that far off. It looks like a dragonfly almost.
Dragon High? Is that a Pokemon?
So it's Trapinch, Vibrava, and then Flygon.
I was close.
Oh. Who does Yanmega evolve into?
Yanma evolves into Yanmega.
Oh,
they gave Yanma an evolution in Diamond and Pearl.
I see.
Are you guys excited for Wind and Waves?
Power. Hell yeah.
The new Pokemon look actually so cute.
Honestly, I really like the fucking owl thing. The little guy, the little leaf bird.
Yeah, bro. I think that's who I'm gonna choose.
Yeah, I've never been a leaf guy, but I'm like, this might be the first. Well, I don't have a Switch, and I don't think I could get one. But I'm like, if I were to get a Switch and I were to get a Pokemon Wind and or Waves, I would probably pick Brout.
Yeah, I would pick Pombon.
I like the Gecko too.
Yeah, everybody looks good.
Gecko.
All the starters look great.
Yeah, they. You know what's crazy? When they showed the reveal, I was so nervous at first. Cause I'm just like, oh, please don't be bad. Please don't be bad. And I was like, oh, these. I thought they was okay at first, and then I kept looking at more and more artwork and stuff, and then I seen that like 2D drawings of them, and I was like, all right, these guys is cool.
Yeah,
I like them a lot more than the recent starters, to be honest.
All right, we could do the next question. Next question is, my wife's family one time got mad at me because I made a play in Monopoly Go card game that they thought was against the rules, but when we checked the rules, it said I was good. Since then, they've always joked that I cheat. Fast forward to today, we're playing Texas Hold'em, where I catch my sister-in-law pulling more chips from the bank and my father-in-law switching cards. I told him never to joke about me cheating again. What was the time?
Yo! No, that's shite. That's legitimately shite.
He said, he asked, what was the time you were unfairly judged? Were you later vindicated, or did you stay tight while everyone being ignorant?
Oh man,
Boy, I don't know if I've been unfairly judged to that degree.
I'm trying, yo. All right, I got one. I don't know. I don't know if it counts. When I played lacrosse, you know, one of the games we played against Broome Community College, so BCC, like upstate, and we lost that game by 1 goal, and I got scored on in that game.
Damn.
You know, so a couple of my teammates was like, "Oh, like you, like why didn't you press out on him?" We was in man. That's what it was. We're in man down, right? And when you play man down, the defense naturally sloughs in. Like you bring it in a little tighter, and you have to rotate because there's an extra. They have one extra offensive player, so you can't just man on people. You have to tween and be ready to, go to the person with the ball, and then everyone else has to rotate to be in between other players and get ready to move.
Mm-hmm.
That's like how it works, right? So I can't. Why am I going to press? I'm not going to I shouldn't be pressing out. Number one, and the way he scored was from like a crazy angle. Like he was. It's hard to explain, but like, imagine a soccer goal. Right, or imagine hockey. In hockey, right? That's something you guys could probably imagine.
Yeah.
You could go behind the net.
Yes.
Right? You could go behind the net. Basically, the motherfucker scored from literally like being side by side with the net. If that makes sense. From far out. It was a good shot, right? Yo, it wasn't until we was on the bus going back home that my goalie, like I went to a goal. I was like, yo, I'm sorry on that shot, man. Like, everyone's telling me that, I fucked up there. And Corey was just like, dude, he used you as he screened me. Like he used me as a screen so he couldn't, like, and he shot around me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's like, it was just a good play. He's like, you're fine. I ain't gonna lie, bro, that it legitimately warmed my heart. I was like, thanks.
Vindication, baby.
Asked them to say, huh?
Vindication, baby.
Huh? Yeah, because a couple of people, niggas that was playing offense was talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like why'd you let that happen? You know what I'm saying? And then the actual nigga that got scored on, he told me like, yo, don't sweat it. Like you did what you're supposed to. Mm-hmm. I'll take it, man.
That's a good teammate right there.
Yeah. Shout out to Corey.
Yeah. Boy. Yeah, I don't really have a story like that. I don't think I've ever been unfairly judged.
I'm sure I have, but I just can't recall anything at the moment.
Maybe. I'll come back to this one if I have any thoughts. But that's it for this email. We have another email, and we're caught up after next week, I guess, because we'll do next week. So if you have any other questions, Mike, or anybody who listens to the pre-show chat show, you can email us at newjumpcitypod@gmail.com or comment underneath this video, whichever one works for you on YouTube. I watched a movie that was very fun. I'd like to recommend. It's Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
Oh, I'm supposed to watch that.
It's so good, Brian. I had a great time watching it.
See the theaters?
Yeah, it's a very fun movie. I I don't want to spoil anything about it because it's like a good one to go in blind. But yeah, very fun movie. When are you gonna see it, Brian?
I'm not sure. I'm supposed to watch it. I'm part of a movie club, so I'm supposed to watch it with them. At some point.
Oh, yeah, get on it. It's awesome.
It's pretty sick.
I don't know if I've seen any other movies. So far, that's my favorite movie of the year. It's still early. It's March. But Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is like at the top right now for me. Of 2026, I watch a lot of movies. So if I have any fun recs, I'll do that. I'll share it on the pre-show chat show. That's all I got to talk about. Do you guys have anything you want to bring up?
No, sir.
All right, fuck it. Let's call it here. We got a show to do. We'll see you guys in New Jump City. We love you guys.
Later.